Hello and welcome to Rolling Escapades Season 2, Episode 40, Part 1, the web series in which we play Dungeons & Dragons and put it online for your entertainment. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll come away feeling extremely entertained. Our artist is Christopher Rolls. He's done some awesome character art for us, such as the thing currently sitting behind Sam's head. All of us have got some cool character art. There will be links available in appropriate places to go to his Facebook page to request commissions and to his DM's Guild products page to buy his products on there. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. I think for the most part we are doing well. Yeah, indeed. We are missing a Jordan because he is not well, unfortunately. But he will, in theory, should be around a little bit as we play live. Last week, you guys solved the final set of puzzles. You made your way through the rooms in which there were phrases written on a wall, carved into a wall rather, and on some of the other walls were murals depicting various acts. And the puzzle was to find the correct act that linked to the phrase that was carved into the wall, and for Erebus to perform said act in front of the mural of that represented it. You had a couple of missteps, but for the most part you made your way through pretty efficiently. At the far end you found a button that raised all of the other walls, and also Darek found a secret door as well hidden. You made your way through and came out into a large hall with pillars running down the sides, where you got into the fight with some sort of shadowy creature. It caused some problems as it kept reforming upon death up until the point when Erebus slew it, at which point it disappeared along with the dark shadow that was blocking your path past the portcullis. Following its death, the portcullis opened, and you made your way down the tunnel at the other end, which was filled with symbolism of the Raven Queen. You came into another large vaulted hall with a domed ceiling, where there stood a statue of a humanoid dragon, which spoke when Erebus approached, and also threw a massive great axe into the air, and as they were speaking began moving and ceased to look like a statue and became a living, breathing creature. The great axe transformed itself into these wrappings for Erebus to wrap around his arm, and the creature described himself as a dragonborn, not something that any of you are aware of. They also indicated the rest of the room was full of gifts for you for assisting Erebus in his journey. And then she disappeared in a flash of purple and a scattering of raven feathers. And we finished up as you guys essentially finished a short rest, having distributed the items amongst yourselves and attuned to things as was necessary. So, you are all standing in this large domed hall. What would you like to do?
I want to have a look around here for any other secret doors.
I believe that was done last week.
That was?
Darek,
okay.
Yeah, because Darek did that because he told everyone that was... Yeah, he made a joke out of it. There is no other path. You're not out of this room. It's just a 10-foot wide corridor that you walk through.
So it's just like a dead end?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You haven't got that ping anymore, have you?
Nope.
Yeah? No?
Nope. The ping disappeared the moment you started walking down the stairs.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Is he still old?
He is still old. Wait. Yes, he is still old.
Oh. No, it's not here, but we still got to find her statue.
Yeah, we never found the queen.
There was still already at the very beginning, and the only one that I can say that would remotely like her was the one that we saw of her at the beginning.
We did skip some rooms to get here because of the secret door. But do we really want to go back and do the unfinished tests?
Well, it's unfinished.
But that was the
I'd like
final
to.
test.
But
Killing him was the final test.
You have been rewarded for. She's given you've passed the test that she required of you.
You
But
reckon that's...
we didn't pass that one. But that might be why you're still old.
Yeah. Perhaps, yeah, that dragon setting that Dragonborn free is maybe part of it.
I don't even know if any more about the island as well. Kind of hoping to get some answers in this place.
Well, I mean, the problem is that she thinks it's fate. So everything that's happened, everything that is happening, it's part of the plan. It's fate. So she knew Erebus was coming here. She knew Erebus wasn't coming here alone. She knew all that. So she probably knew that the island was going to get. The wizard was going to do whatever he did, and the Aasimar were going to get killed, and all these elves were going to get in trouble, and these are all a lot of the people on this island worship her. They're followers of the Raven Queen, and she knew what was going to happen to them, and she let it happen. I mean, I don't.
Fate says that if we leave, there's no issue with it then.
Well, it's this is why I don't like fate, because if you know what the fate is, you try and fight against the fate, but then you just end up doing, that's your fate to fight against the fate and all this sort of thing. It's self-fulfilling. But clearly,
fate so far is to go here and help to complete these challenges. We finished that fate. That fate is done. And
Or
now
we all could have died, and that would have been our fate.
but we didn't. We succeeded. We finished it, but it hasn't helped us clear the island. So, unless the king, the spirit of the king, or the Aasimar have some new information, is it Aasimar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's very little else we can do here.
I still want to go and look at the rift, just to get a sense of what it is and what's happening. I don't think we can do anything about it. But before we get back to Jack, I think that's something we should do. But there's an part of me that doesn't. A part of me just wants to get off this island straight away. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think I'm with Darek that we should get some information on this rift. We are obviously in no position to deal with it ourselves, but without any information, no one else will be able to deal with it either. And seeing how treacherous the crossing is, we are best placed to obtain that information and expedite its removal.
Okay.
Out of the rooms that we've been in while here, out of the ones that we know of, we've not missed any knowable corridors or doors. We didn't purposely skip any of them, did we?
Yeah, as far as all the things you could have gone through, you've gone through that weren't secret.
Okay. Well, I guess we can make our way out. I want to try one last thing though before leaving, but that's right at the beginning.
Okay.
And that is with her statue.
Should we rest here now? Technically this is the safest place in this island.
I like that idea.
Didn't we already short rest though last session?
You've
No,
short
but
rested.
I'm in camp here for the night.
Yeah, long rest.
Oh, right, okay.
This is certainly the most defensible position we've seen in the last week. I think that's how long we've been here.
But you've been here like 3 days, I think. 4 days.
It's been a long 3 days.
Actual walls.
We've barely explored any of this island from the map we have. But I think it's safe to say that this is not where the elven portal is. Yeah.
Yes, you've done very little. You did. Oh, for God's sake. It's not going to work.
We can't see it anyway.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm just holding it up. But yes, you've not done much of said island.
I mean, I don't. My gut instinct is this isn't where the elves are coming through. I mean, the storm should have been our biggest clue because how would the elves get through that storm without getting noticed? But I mean, the council may say you weren't on that island long enough. It was a big island, you haven't explored it, and they may send us back.
Well, then we should take something with us. A piece of stone, some sort of token from Bleakwick or from this castle, and see if your patron will be able to return it so we can.
Why not from both?
Why not from both, indeed?
Yes, these are all plans. Is there? So, Shade, you have something you still want to do here in this complex?
It's only with the statue of the Raven Queen.
You wish to find the Queen and solve that riddle? Yes.
How is everyone doing on resources and how do they feel? Because if we are not in dire straits, we may as well investigate the statue now if there is any risk of conflict, and then have the full evening's rest.
I have exhaustion, so I'm just going to say that, and that should be enough.
Same.
I have fallen unconscious several times today. I think if anything untoward would happen, I'd fall unconscious again quite rapidly.
I mean, I'm fine.
This whole standing at the front thing is not something I'm really cut out for, but sadly, due to the nature of this place, it was something I had to do,
and we appreciate your efforts for it.
Does that do the thing? No.
I've only had one tea break so far.
Yeah, well, have one now. At the very least, have one now.
I thought you just had one. Well, okay then. Given that situation report, then yes, let's fortify our position and set up watches. I guess there's no point in being at risk, even in somewhere that seems so safe.
Okay.
Alright, safe now, but yeah.
But it may not stay that way. And I'd rather we took turns at watching the corridor than didn't.
Right, so you're going to basically long rest here, set up watches.
Yep. In the loot room, yeah.
In the loot room. Wonderful. Okay, let's see. What sort of order are we looking at?
What's the lighting like in here anyway?
It's lit. This whole dungeon has been lit by torches the whole way through.
Is it 1 or 2 people on a watch?
You can do 1 or 2, up to you. So, a reminder of how it works. For anyone not an elf, you spend 8 hours to complete a long rest. You can spend up to 2 hours of that doing the light activity, like a watch. So you can get by with 6 hours of sleep. For an elf, they have the long rest of 4 hours, but it takes the full 4 hours.
I'll take first watch.
Okay. I will take second watch.
Cool. Who else want to take third and fourth? Actually, Erebus, when are you going to be asleep? Because you'll be.
Yeah,
awake
that's
for
what I
2
was thinking.
watches.
Probably.
I'd just say Shamshir and Aegis.
I'll do the watch. I'll sleep later, so I'll do a watch now. So
Cool.
I guess I'll be up during Eldoran and Tarek's watch.
Yes. Cool. And we'll do the other way around because might as well. And sure, we'll have Shamshir do a watch as well. Cool. And Par and Icarus, are you guys just going to sleep or
No, I'll do third watch.
do third watch? Cool.
I can chip in on some.
You can if you want to. You don't have to. There is 2 people in every watch now, so
You're exhausted. Have a nap.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was complaining about sleep since before we even entered this place.
Oh, it gets in the way.
okay, so up first, Darek and Erebus. The others have gone to sleep. You guys are looking out for things walking down the corridor. You have the advantage. It's not going to be easy for things to creep up on you. There is one way in and out of this room, and it is brightly lit. So,
Are you then giving us advantage on that perception roll or not because it's brightly lit?
I'm not going to ask for a perception roll because there's nothing to see. Nothing
Cool.
happens.
How do you feel? You passed your
Intrigued
test.
about. I don't think I have though.
What?
Well, perhaps this Pixrin Threadwatch Nemesis the Fate Blessed is just part of it. Because her riddle, unless that was her statue.
You
but
think
I don't
Pixrin was
know.
the queen, but we didn't choose the queen. You have yet to indicate that you have yet
Yeah.
to choose.
I still want to see what her statue is like, but I don't know. Maybe this is just a different part of it. Because she's kind of well. What you know when she threw? You said it was a great axe to him, right?
Yep.
Wasn't it? When she threw that great axe up into the air, and we all saw it turn into my wraps.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a history about them. Hold on, I pull up the item.
Uh-huh.
Where is it? And part of it said that Blackout, which is apparently is its name, was watched from a distance to ensure that the bearer remained true to the Raven Queen, and it was always returned to the Raven Queen's domain. Perhaps she was just a carrier, and it's my job to bring these back.
Back to the Raven Queen?
Or her domain at least.
Wouldn't
Which
that
makes
mean finding a statue outside of here then?
You're asleep.
Honestly, yeah, okay.
Suddenly, Icarus talks in his sleep.
And perhaps this is still part of her test. Maybe finding her statue, maybe she will give me something else to follow.
Oh, you think that's how you indicate which statue it is? You have to give these things to her, give these
Probably
bindings
not
to her.
to her, but at least to identify her. That's what's part of the riddle at the beginning.
Did you you know more about the Raven Queen than I do. I've done some research. Obviously, you've been a follower of her your whole life. What legends? How many of these? How many others has she tested?
Do I know that, Liam?
Make a religion check.
Oh boy, disadvantage. Damn you, exhaustion. Oh, I can't read that dice. Oh. Oh, is it not good? Oh, okay. Hold on.
It's so bad you're going out of focus.
That's part of that. Oh. Hey, come back.
It'll get itself back eventually.
6.
6.
Yep.
Forgotten what religion.
Raven Queen?
So what do you know about others she has tested? You do know many mortals seek out her home. They seek out the Fortress of Memories where she resides within the Shadowfell. And they will seek her out for a variety of different reasons. But anyone who arrives at the Fortress of Memories is tested by her in some way before they can get what they want. And most don't return. That's what you know.
Yeah, in essence, I will recite that. But many do seek her out in her domain. Cat hell.
Idiot, absolute idiot. What are you doing?
Many seek her out within her Fortress of Memories, but all of them are given a task to complete before even meeting her.
So you have to. We have to go to the Raven Queen, and you have to have another test before you can see her. This is the first test.
Yes, and
the result of and the conclusion of this test is bring these things to me. But to get them to me, you have to go through another test.
Perhaps, and many people don't make it.
Have you considered worshipping someone else?
No.
Okay.
Do you worship someone?
Yes.
And have you ever thought about worshipping someone other than them?
Well, no, but my deity has never tried to kill me repeatedly.
Some deities require you to do random stuff and questionable things.
Yeah, clearly, I'm getting that.
But in return, you might be granted amazing powers. You don't know.
Wait, it sounds like the best you can hope for is you become a Shadowkai and you forever have to serve her without having any sort of afterlife happiness. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, I'm lovely weather we've been having. No, it hasn't been lovely weather. Change the subject. So you're still old. This is weird.
Well, that still means that she's nearby.
Has your directional signalling ceased because you've completed a test?
No, but that disappeared the moment we opened that door and I stepped down the stairs.
Oh right, yeah, okay. And it hasn't come back.
I think Sam's mic cut out as he said no there. It was very weird.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay, so when we leave this place tomorrow, if it comes back, let me know.
Oh, of course. It help us get here. Sorry, that was bad English.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it does come back, whether I'm more or less inclined to follow it now that I've seen what happens when we get to the end. But anyway, I'm going to bed now.
Very well.
My watch is over. Bye bye.
Cool. Eldoran, you're waking up for your watch. You and the Erebus have 2 hours together.
Morning.
I don't need you to roll checks because there's nothing to sneak up on you.
Sorry, who am I on watch with?
Erebus.
Hey.
Hello.
So, how are you now that you've completed your gauntlet?
Well, I'm thankful that I have a new pair of wraps, to tell you that.
Yes,
they
those
have
old ones were getting a bit musty.
And bloody, yes.
Bloody musty, yes.
Hey. I have a feeling, well, I could definitely have some fun fighting these. And they have a bit of a backstory, which is interesting.
Oh?
Well, it seems like they change form to whoever the bearer is.
They aren't talking to you or something, are they? Not some sort of sentient item. I mean, I've heard of those.
Not that I know of, so no.
There's been no talking to you that you know of as of yet.
Yep.
If that were to change, do let me know.
I will. Just a quick question to you. Do you reckon this, do you reckon we've solved the riddle that we heard at the beginning?
Grabs notes.
Whilst Eldoran checks that, because actually I'm just going to point out, because actually I'm not sure whether, Sam, you know what it means on the thing I've written. So I do just want to point it out. So on Blackout you can see it has a rarity and an item type.
Yeah.
So the item type is wondrous item. I do just want to point out that it...
Oh, I didn't see the other bit.
Yeah. Okay, so you do know what that means. Okay.
Oh, that word completely just blanked out. I saw wondrous item, and I was like, that didn't even reckon. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right.
Yep.
I love Rob's face, by the way. Oh yeah.
So, within character, you will, as a group, each individual, as you say that word, you would all know what it would mean.
Yeah, which I've not said yet.
No, you've not said yet. That's fine.
Because I just completely missed that.
That's cool. I wasn't sure if you missed it or you didn't know.
No, I did know. But
cool.
Anyway,
the word they're discussing is cursed.
Anyway, you were finding information, Nathan.
Well, I mean, she spoke of a statue and that dragonborn.
That's what she identified herself as. Yeah.
But I don't know. It could be that. This could be it, but I feel maybe it was one of the statues that we walked past when we entered.
I have that feeling too.
Maybe it was all just an elaborate ruse.
Well, I have a feeling that perhaps it's not. Maybe I had to get to the end part, and I don't know. Like these traps, they have activations. Perhaps communicating with her on the way back, because she's at the beginning. Perhaps she might talk again.
It wouldn't surprise me for the moment if that was the truth. She seems like she is one that likes to play a good test on her followers. And this would certainly account as such.
Oh, she definitely does like her tests.
Not to say that other deities don't, just... This is quite elaborate. Elaborate and well planned.
Well,
but
she knew. Well, she would know every
true.
move.
Exactly. She would know that you wouldn't have touched her statue to start with, and you would come here. And that is why she left you loot here. But yes, maybe it was indeed the statue at the beginning that you were meant to touch. But maybe again, by the other turn, it is this one indeed that you were meant to find. And this is your reward. You find in the morrow.
It will tell.
Time does that.
Okay. The rest of your guys' watch passes without incident. You go to wake up the next two, which would be Par and Aegis, and head off to your own sleep. Par, you have a activityless watch. There's nothing that will come and bother you. And after your 2 hours have passed, you can go back to sleep and you can wake up Shamshir, and who knows what happens on Aegis and Shamshir's watch. That is between
Mysteries
them.
abound!
That is just between them and whoever may be watching.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That I heard it somewhere.
However, before you wake, Erebus.
I was tempted just to walk around you and watch, but I was like, no, I'll stay with the party.
That's fine. As you sleep,
Yep.
you go through the trance that elves have when they take their rest. You recount the memories that you have, continue to do your training as you are wont to do. And then your mind starts to wander, not in a direction that you are driving it.
That's new.
Sort of. You've had a similar experience once before.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah. The feeling is similar right now as what's around you fades into darkness. And you find yourself standing in the middle of a dark forest. There is no light, and you are slowly making your way forwards, driven by the need to complete your mission for the Shadowfell Guard. You can't quite remember what it is you needed to do, but you know it is forwards. You know you must keep moving forwards. But as you move, you have the feeling of being watched, of being stalked.
Right.
And sort of radiating out from the forest around you is this feeling of overwhelming fear. As you turn to look towards the source, your body locks up, and you watch as a shadowy figure steps out of the darkness. 4 legs, red glowing eyes, but otherwise formless. As you turn to look, the creature locks eyes with you, and everything stops moving. There is no movement in the trees. There is no breath coming from the creature. Even your own chest is no longer moving.
I was about to ask that. My heart's still beating.
Everything has stopped. And you hear a voice, both familiar and different, say, the voice of many, say, "What do you fear?"
Oh, God.
Spiders.
All I've got
Well
in my
done.
head is what do you fear but fear itself?
It's just like looks at personality traits and bonds and flaws and crap.
Fear suddenly being filleted by someone.
No,
Things with claws.
it would be the fear of losing control and hurting the ones I love.
Okay. Just after you speak, movement comes back to what you see before you, and the creature in front of you pounces towards you. What do you do?
Wow, that's annoying because my gut feeling said to let it pounce.
Mhm.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay, you let it pounce.
Yeah.
You stand there, you do nothing, you let this creature pounce towards you. There is a sudden tearing pain across your face. And
Yeah, he's already got that.
and then as the pain fills and your vision goes red and dark, the scene around you melts away, and before you is Glessel. And you are currently holding an arrow that you didn't quite catch before it hit your cheek. That is where the pain currently standing. And she is looking over at you. You seem distracted, Shadow Fist. What is wrong?
My mind's like, you're not real.
As you sort of look around and process, you are standing in one of the training rooms of the Shadow Guard.
Is it? Has she got much? Is there much detail to her figure and her face and everything?
Yep.
Can I recall when it might, like, if this is kind of meant to be previous memories? Is it before me and her started dating?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I guess I've got a lot on my mind with my family, especially my brother, knowing what he's like. Always getting into trouble and having to look after him.
You would be better if they weren't there.
Would you say the same about your sister?
She isn't a liability.
Oh, snap.
Well, wild cat. What if he was trained to look after himself? You and your sister have kind of had hard troubles growing up, so you've learnt to fend for yourself.
Potentially. I don't see much in him, though. Besides, you're the more skilled one, and apparently you are unable to catch an arrow. Shall we continue?
Very well.
She knocks an arrow and points it at you, and everything once again freezes.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear, again, a voice of many, familiar but alien, and unfamiliar, say, "What do you desire?"
A family of my own that I could love and protect.
Movement comes back to the scene, and Glessel lets loose the arrow. As it flies towards you, it turns into a raven. And the raven flaps in front of your face, obscuring your vision temporarily. And as it does, you notice that your surroundings have once again changed. You are standing in nothing. There is nothing around you. There is only darkness. And within the darkness, you see a figure, or a form, a shape. You're not entirely sure. There is a being, simultaneously all of the space, but standing in front of you. Wearing a cloak of raven feathers. And where there would be a face, there is a porcelain doll's mask with no expression. The voice, louder than before, coming from this being, says, "What do you offer?"
Yes, Swin. My arm. No. My servitude to you.
And what do I get from your servitude?
A follower, a fighter, someone that you can rely on.
I accept your offering, Threadwatched. Though you have much still to do. You have been given a gift. I wish for you to use it well. And once your fate, blessed or otherwise, is done in the mortal realm, I will call you to my side.
Oh my god. I bow towards the figure and thank you. I will use it wisely and carry out the tasks needed.
I thank you, Threadwatch, for your offering. And as she says that, her cloak spins and spirals into a flock of ravens. And as the ravens fill your vision, she vanishes, and you find yourself once again wandering the memories of your training as you were before this vision took place. As everyone comes to at the end of the long rest,
Womp womp. You just sold your soul. You just sold your soul.
the one thing you will all notice, because it is apparent, is Erebus is no longer in his aged form.
Oh my god, thank you.
Oh. Shade, you're back to being young.
Do we have to make corruption saves?
You do
So,
have to
yeah.
make corruption saves, yes.
Wisdom question mark?
Yes, wisdom saving throw, please.
And we're all within
+4.
Eldrand's +3 job.
Sure.
+4.
+4 job. Ooh.
Oh man.
Yeah, you know, longer exhausted. Woohoo!
I can do a long rest first.
Yeah, you apply your long rest
23.
first.
Hey, it's a good number.
Yeah, I don't want it to fail. I've only got 2 corruption.
Oh,
I'm not winning anymore.
I have one.
balls.
I'd like to use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage on this roll.
Okay.
Wow, using it at the beginning of the day. Okay.
Yeah, because I rolled on the low dice a 4, and on the high dice a 10. So with my whiz bonus of 0 and a paladin bonus of, was that 4?
Yeah.
I don't think 14's enough somehow.
You have 3 corruption at the moment, Icarus.
Oh yeah, you keep failing these.
Check my notes. I have 3 at the moment.
Okay, yeah, cool. So you get to add an additional corruption point.
Yeah, high score.
I'm
right.
legit jealous.
You get a 24, do you say, Darek?
Yeah.
You only have 2, don't you? Yeah,
Yep.
you don't fail. That's a shame. Eldrand, what did you get?
13.
13. How many do you? Oh no, never mind. That's fail. So you will gain a corruption. Which I'm not sure what that will put you at now.
1.
That puts you at 1.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I need you to roll a d8, please.
5.
5. Okay. Well, that's surprisingly accurate. You have gained the trait Trusting. You become too eager to accept others at face value. You have disadvantage on insight checks.
Ooh.
Ouch.
What a paladin.
I will,
When Derek finds out, we're going to have some fun.
yeah, I will just roll for Aegis and Shamshire for ease. Right. That's Aegis, that's Shamshire. Par, what did you roll?
18.
How many corruption points do you have?
Juan.
That is just a success.
Oh. Thank you, Eldrand's fucking +4
Yeah.
bonus.
Erebus.
Do nat ones make it even worse?
That ones do not make it any worse, no.
Okay, well I got 9.
You got 9, okay. How many corruption do you have at the moment?
1.
Okay, you now have 2. There is no additional change.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Edit that.
Right, let me just double check. I believe Aegis might have failed. But I'm just checking the numbers.
Hey, Jordan, welcome back. By the way, your character's gone batshit insane.
Actually, I believe.
No.
Yeah, no, they have to fail because he's got at least 1. Yep, so he's failed. So Aegis now has 2. And Shamshire, wisdom save. 21. Shamshire is, I think, fine. Yes, he is indeed fine. He does not gain an additional corruption point because he is only on 1 rather than 3.
Well, I mean, he's got a mask, so Errant Queen likes that kind of thing, so, you know.
Okay. I'll just modify his character sheet to say 2. Additionally, because there's something else that needs to happen here. I would need you all to make a second wisdom saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well, that's not as good.
Ooh. Wow, look at me for consistency.
Are we all still hugging? We're all still hugging Eldran.
Yeah, you still get the bonus because it's at the same point.
Yeah.
It will only matter if you've rolled under a 10.
What about 10
Okay.
itself?
10 is fine.
Okay.
I rolled under 10, but the score's higher than 10, so
That's-
I think
Yeah, you're all fine. You're not affected by the Shadowfell despair.
I was like polar opposites, basically. I got a nat 20.
Fair play.
Like,
Fair play.
typical, isn't it?
Okay. So,
it's always
Now-
frustrating when the dice just go binary on you, isn't it?
yeah. Now
you
you're
just
all
flip a coin?
conscious. And Erebus is no longer young. Old, rather. He is young
Man,
again.
that was a horrible dream in a way. Whatever you want to call it, trance.
Shade,
Yeah, well,
you're not old anymore.
Oh, I said he's gone young again.
Pa said that, yeah.
You look much better for it.
Thank you.
What happened?
So you know how elves have their trances? As
Yeah.
always.
Go on.
Well, normally it's led by past experiences, and it's almost like you're lucid dreaming. You control it, and you basically know everything that's going to happen. Apart from this wasn't. And there were multiple questions that I was asked, which I had to answer.
So you were right, the test wasn't over.
It seemed like it. And yeah, my test isn't over. I still have a long way to go. I'm following the Raven Queen as she wishes that I use these, and I show the wraps, and put them to good use.
So those wraps do fun stuff?
Yes, and so something that I wanted to bring to your attention after attuning to them and having a sleep on it, just to really get my head around things, is you've all heard of artifacts, right?
I mean, in the sense of it's an old thing that's been around forever.
This is an artifact,
So it's really old.
and
Specifically,
really powerful, potentially.
artifacts are a particularly powerful type of magic item that are created through much difficulty and are nigh impossible to destroy.
Okay.
An artifact will have one method of destroying it, and normally it will take you years of research to find a method of destruction.
And, well, Eldaran brought up a good question during our watch and kind of said that he asked if it talked to me, which, some items are sentient.
Really?
The moment,
That's news to me.
At the moment it doesn't, but he says, it might grow stronger. It might already have that power. I just don't know yet.
Right. So if you start talking to yourself, we're going to assume the wraps, are we?
I guess.
Well,
I don't know how it works. It might be in my head, and I talk
Right.
back.
they don't generally speak out loud.
Like a zombie.
So, we could assume that it influenced your dreams.
Yes, no. Most likely yes, because I've gone through these puzzles and acquired them.
Unless, of course, you have some sort of evil warlock deity trying to convert you and trick you into signing allegiance through your dreams or something. That'll never happen, surely.
I'm not going half warlock. No. Needs me question a few things. What I saw I wasn't pleased of. And what I heard I didn't want to hear.
I'd be cautious about the voices in your head then.
Well, it's a bit hard that when one of them seems to be the one you follow.
As they are cloth wrappings around your hands, should they start speaking to you, it would be helpful for all of us to know they're speaking to you. If you could just lift your hand up and sort of make puppet noises, puppet actions, that would be that would really help us clue into what's going on with.
As much as I admire your jokes, if it was to a child, then yes. But I would just let you know.
Well, are we all good?
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
So, whilst we walk, what is the plan once we exit this relatively safe enclave that we find ourselves?
Are we 100% sure that investigating this rift a little bit, doing some recon on it, isn't just going to kill us?
Are you sure that stepping out of your home isn't going to kill you?
There's a difference between stepping out of my home and walking towards a very unknown, dangerous thing.
The answer was no.
We're the Errant Guard. We have a job to do.
Just
No one
rather
said it was easy.
not spend too much time in front of it, because I don't know about all of you, but over the last few days I've quite been feeling myself.
No, I think we should not spend more than a few hours in its presence. And we should do what we can to identify what we can and then make our way back with the Aasimar to the ship in as expedited fashion as possible.
Oh, do we need to see the king?
Here, the worse.
No, the king's
The king
fucked off at
sleeps.
this point.
The king sleeps.
Talking about Ervala.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's already gone. Yeah, he's passed on already.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we already solved that problem. That's
Right.
why we got the tentacle stick jewel thing.
Okay.
The hentai crystal.
Yes.
Into crystal.
Right.
So, as you guys begin making your way through the corridor filled with the symbology of the Raven Queen, and then through the pillared room, you do notice there is a change within the pillared room. On the back of the double doors, when you first entered, there was the emblem of the Raven Queen. Now, there is a mural of Erebus wreathed in flames.
that's not scary at all.
Jade, that looks like it hurts. Are you on fire?
That does look like it hurts.
I'm just gonna prod him. Check he's on fire.
Question.
Yep.
Is that exactly the same image that I saw as, or what we saw with the statue?
More or less, yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that. It does look like it hurts, but I don't think it does. Do you remember the Dragonborn?
The
That wreathed up in
strange
flame.
walking dragon person, yes?
She went up in flames before handing it over Blackout to me.
Oh, is that what the wraps are called? Okay.
Yes.
So it's
That's-
just suggesting that your fate is aligned with hers and to be returned to your deity by fire.
Seems that way. I would like to let you know that it seems fitting that also blackout seems to do fire damage as well.
Well, that definitely sounds like that's
There's a theme here.
yes. That might well be the answer to the question.
Let's open these doors and keep going.
Cool. You open the doors, and you find yourself standing in the corridor that was painted with the 4 murals of Erebus doing various things on this island.
Have they changed?
They have not changed. They are the same. They are still faded with age, cracked and peeling, and etc., etc.
Oh, okay, that's a good thing. This is a good thing. This is good. Excellent. I was worried then for a minute.
You carry on making your way down the corridors through the next set of double doors, and make your way to the room you first entered, with the statue of the Elven Queen and the statue or representation of the Raven Queen. The stairs are before you. Are you doing anything in this room or carrying on?
Heading out last.
Okay.
So if anyone else wants to do anything beforehand.
You and me at the front again?
Sharp.
Cool.
Just in case.
Cool. You start making your way up the stairs.
And I will turn behind once everyone's out.
Yep.
And do a quick bow and thank you for your offering. I will use it well in your name.
Lick the statue.
Okay.
Just as if, just out of respect to her, but just hoping that she hears it.
Okay. So you bow to the Raven Queen statue. Yep. There is no response.
No, that's fine.
Lick it.
Are you doing anything else, or are you turning and leaving?
Lick it.
Why lick it? I can't claim her.
Do it.
I guess I could touch the statue.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And you're touching the Raven Queen statue?
Yeah.
Cool. Like the voice that first echoed through this room when you walked through, you hear another voice say, a similar voice say, "A being who is old and ancient. For your choice, you shall see strange placement."
Send it to me later.
That's cool. All it means for the next, whilst you're within this dungeon, the next 4 secret doors you see will automatically be revealed.
Wow.
And as long as you are within this dungeon, you are under the effect of a Bane spell.
Wow.
Yeah.
I told you to lick it.
Things that would have been helpful yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not my mystery secret doors. Obviously, I'm a fucking ninja. But
had everyone left by that time? Considering that I was
You
last.
wait for everyone to leave the room. I mean, you
Yeah,
can call them back
so-
if you wanted to.
No, I'm just saying,
wandering
but
up the
it's
stairs.
probably not loud enough. It's just probably not loud enough for them to hear. I hope.
Probably not. No. Actually, I will say no. It's not.
Okay. Huh. Too late now.
Cool. And you follow your companions up the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Excuse me, sorry. As you guys...
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey
well.
man, fate. That's fate.
Certainly something.
It's fine. You got no boon, you got no bane. No upside, no downside. You know, it's all fine. Just yeah. As you
What do
guys
you do?
come off the staircase at the top of the stairs, you will find Inray, the Aasimar cleric. On her, she is moving away from you. She seems to be making her way back to the hall where most of the Aasimar are staying. But upon you turning up, she turns back towards you and comes forward. Huh, you have done what you needed?
Yep.
It would appear so.
Wonderful. And you are you've not suffered many negative effects?
Quite the opposite, in fact.
I see.
I kind of turn around expecting to see.
They know about the corruption, right?
Yeah, they did. They do now. They didn't know.
Right. When we know that, do we ourselves actually know that we've been corrupted more when we
yes.
wake up? Right.
You are aware that the corruption exists because of the book that Aegis has.
Right. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say we're all in one piece, maybe, but mentally we
Yes.
might have been touched by dark energies and corruption.
Yes, the corruption does remain. Erebus, as you cross over the threshold of the stairs,
Mhm.
the archway that was open behind you
Yep.
vanishes, and there is once again just a blank wall.
Well then,
Touch that piece of wall.
I
It's a
feel like
wall.
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
done.
No illusion. There is a wall. There is no. It is a brick and mortar wall. There is nothing there that would indicate there's an opening behind it. It doesn't even sound hollow when you knock on it.
Well, I hope we didn't leave anything there.
Oh dear, where's Darek?
Oh shit, my water skin! Fuck!
Which Inray has sort of stopped talking and sort of just looking at the wall.
I was about to make a joke of that and said that my soul is behind that wall.
I mean,
It
This
might
is a
be.
it
strange-
might be.
And that's already gone. Like,
Yeah.
that went ages ago.
Indre, are your people fit and ready to travel?
Ready, yes, I think. Fira has been doing what she can to prepare them. Fit, well, we'll see.
Very good. We
Fira-
wish to briefly take a look as close as we dare to the rift so we may gather some information and hope that that will aid some people that we know in fixing it. And then we plan to lead you and your people away from this place.
That is what Fira has been saying. She asked if you would speak to her upon your return. She is currently at the gatehouse where you first found her. She is keeping watch with order, whilst I do my best to maintain the balance within the hall.
Then I guess that is our next stop.
Mm-hmm. Quick question, Liam. This is going to be very random. In this fortress, in the courtyard or anywhere, is there an old disused cart?
No.
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 Wonderful. Right.
Oh,
You're thinking of wheelbarrowing half a body.
No, I'm thinking
No,
of
he's
being a
thinking of
dwarven
hitching it up.
horse.
Cool.
Would the road even be suitable for it? It's like an entire
It
mountain.
might,
down
if some of them aren't fit to walk, then fuck it, I will carry them.
Oh yeah, we also got to sort of sneak past that town, don't we? At the very bottom.
Oh, the town of Death Elves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Death Elves. Yeah.
Probably shouldn't go straight through it. Yeah.
Probably a good idea to avoid that one if you can.
Okay. So you guys make your way through the fortress, passing through the hall where Inre stays to keep an eye on the Aasimar. You do notice there is a bit more life to the hall than there was when you last passed through here. When you were here before, there was very much a feeling of broken, defeated, and given up, and accepting of the fact that they were going to die here, and there was nothing they could do about it. But there seems to be a bit more movement to them. There seems to be a bit more fire. They are definitely not recovered. They are definitely still in an unhappy place, but the news that they might be leaving the island seems to have given them a bit more drive and motivated them to move, and they are readying themselves to leave. You make your way through the hall and out into the courtyard, and up to the gatehouse. Are you intending to shout for Fira, or are you just going to make your way up and get her attention up at the top?
Make our way up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no noises.
Cool, that's fine.
Making bad noises.
So you make your way up, and you find again Fira and Ulra standing watch in the gatehouse. They both look tired, but they did say when you first got here they're really the only two who are sort of suitable for keeping watch at this point in time. So they are probably shifting that a lot, and there's kind of the opposite effect for Ulra compared to the rest of Aasimar. Not Fira, she's still driven, but there seems to be an element of him relaxing and a bit of relief at that. Oh, good, we can finally get out of here. But Fira, as you guys make your way up, turns, looks over you all with her sharp ice blue eyes. You have some new items.
Yeah, we do.
So your path was fruitful then.
We passed the tests, yes.
I'm no longer old. Looking. You're now looking at the true me.
She doesn't actually seem to have bold deny at that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right. So, what is the plan from here? I have been telling what remains of my men that we are to travel to a ship and to leave this island. Is that still the case?
That's still the intention. Some of our party want to investigate the rift. They want to go and have like a recon mission up there just to see if they can glean some information.
I see. Very well. I do not see. It is not necessarily a safe path.
Few paths on this island are.
Yes.
In our experience.
I can point out a mountain pass that leads there from the fortress. To something that we discovered as we were wanting to investigate ourselves. But, the far end is guarded by the undead, but not in the normal way. They have been. They will not cause you problems if you do not cause them problems, or if you do not attempt to force entry towards the tower.
Oh, that's conflicting.
Right. How many are there, do you reckon, and how long a journey is it up there?
When we went up there, I think there were 30 to 40 of them. Then were not just zombies. Some of them were greater undead, things like wights and the like. The journey itself would take no longer than an hour.
Okay. Well, there's the silver lining.
You will be able to, at bare minimum, even if you...
Good joke.
Didn't realise I'd made that one.
You will at least get to be close enough to see the rift and the tower a bit better. Although pushing forwards may cause you some problems, I don't know. I will leave that as your decision. Where is this boat?
It's quite a ways away. This is going to be quite the journey.
Right.
We share on the map.
That was
You
what
are
you
here.
was yeah,
Yes.
Boat is down here.
cool. That is good to know. I wish to leave. Me and my men wish to leave. If you are to investigate the rift, I would rather journey with you. I think it will increase our chance of arrival.
Yes, I'd rather you wait for us as well.
However, I also don't know what you're going to do up there. So I'm going to wait for a night. I will wait until this time tomorrow. Or, well, as close as I can judge the time. And if you have not returned, we will begin the journey ourselves. And either we'll make it off the island, or we won't. Staying here is going to be our death regardless, so all we have left is to try.
We
And
plan
should
to
we
be
succeed-
back here long before that.
Yes. Should we succeed, we are going to seek another goal, something more in lines of our skills.
We may need you to, once we get back and leave the boat, we may need you to travel with us a little bit further, just to our actual home, to talk to some people about your experiences here.
I see.
If that's okay with you.
I will make a decision based on how my men have fared.
I was just thinking, because they actually don't actually have a home to go back to, do they? Because they were sent here from that, so it's probably best that they go back to Jofrome.
Yep.
With us. Okay.
Depends how much they like Shroudwind.
Yeah. Everyone loves Shroudwind.
Okay, Fira turns to Aura. You will stay here and keep watch. I will go and show them the start of the mountain path, and then I shall return here to continue as we were. Fira stands to attention, salutes, and Fira leads you back outside the castle. You have the weird effects as you pass through the gatehouse, and you're all subject to the effects of an anti-magic field.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Suddenly the armor goes clank, 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 clank for 5 feet.
Yeah.
Does that affect artifacts?
Yep. They're magical.
Oh.
So as you walk through your your magical.
No, I didn't actually know that. I thought maybe, yeah. But
No,
I know
yeah.
they're magical, but because they're just super. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. They just become black wrappings.
That's
Actually,
really good to know.
Interesting thing as you pass through the anti-magic field, the wrappings no longer have the
Flames?
no, yeah, the
Gold
gold
rising?
embroidery is still there, but it no longer looks like flames and crows. It just looks like
Huh.
weird lines
Yeah.
with no pattern to them.
That's interesting.
Good thing to make the great axe wrap around your arms.
That would be
true.
cool. Just like
That'd be hilarious, yeah.
just like world great axe out of nowhere.
But yeah, you pass through the gatehouse, and Fira leads you off to the right of the path that you took to get here. And she takes you over, literally almost alongside the drop to your right. She takes you over that plateau up until the point where it reaches the mountainside again. And she indicates a path that you only notice when you get here. It is not visible from back at the fortress. It doesn't even look like a path right up until you're standing in front of it. You're looking at it's not quite as steep as the path to climb up here, but is by no means an easy path to climb. She turns and says, well, that is where you will travel. Hopefully I will see you again, but if not, I would like to thank you for bringing hope, I guess.
Before you leave us, I take my cloak off.
Mm-hmm.
Take this. If you get to the ship and without us, take this and inform the captain of what has happened, and this should hopefully allow you access. And you will be much safer aboard the ship than you would be on the land.
I agree with that sentiment. Well, Errant Guard, hopefully I will see you again within a few hours. But if not, good luck on whatever it is you are attempting to achieve. And she turns and walks off. Cool. I assume you guys turn and start making your way up this mountain pass. Wonderful.
Yeah.
As you do so, we are going to call it a quick little break. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Stay tuned for part 2. We will be with you momentarily.